Hello students, how are you? Welcome to YouTube channel of Akshar Education. In this video we are going to discuss most important concept of mathematics, that is perimeter and area. We have to discuss perimeter and area of closed figures. So first, perimeter. What is the meaning of perimeter? So perimeter is nothing but the total length of boundary. Perimeter is nothing but the total length of boundary of a closed figure. Total length of boundary of a closed figure is known as perimeter of that closed figure. For example, if we are having one closed figure like this is one closed figure. The length of each sides are suppose A, B, C and D. So total length of boundary of this closed figure is nothing but the perimeter. So perimeter of this closed figure is A plus B plus C plus D. Clear, students? And then next concept is area. What is the area of any closed figure? So area is nothing but the region, amount of region enclosed by a closed figure. Amount of region enclosed by a closed figure is called the area of that closed figure. For example, consider the same figure. This is figure whose sides are A, B, C and D. So amount of area enclosed by this closed figure is this much amount of area. So this is known as, this much amount of region is enclosed by this closed figure. So this one is known as area of this closed figure. The measure of this region is given, that is given by the area of this closed figure. Clear, students? In short, if you want to consider the perimeter of any closed figure, you have to consider the total length of the edge of this figure. Total length of edge of this figure. And if you want to consider the area of that closed figure, you have to consider the region enclosed by that boundary, or we can say region enclosed by that edges. Done? So this is the main concept of perimeter and area. Now we will discuss perimeter and area of different types of closed figures, and we will write their formulas. So let's start with perimeter. Perimeter of different closed figures. So first figure, suppose one parallelogram is there. Parallelogram. So this is one polygon in which both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Both pairs of opposite sides are parallel and they are equal. So these are the measure of two sides. Now parallelogram is ABCD. This is our parallelogram ABCD. So here the perimeter of this parallelogram is total length of edge of this parallelogram. So total four sides are there, AB, BC, CD and DA. So sum of four sides, AB plus BC plus CD plus AD. So total length of four sides is A plus B, A plus B plus A plus B. So it's A plus B plus A plus B. So A plus A to A, B plus B to B. So taking 2 common, it's A plus B. This is the perimeter of parallelogram. Clear? Same, we can also find the perimeter of the types of parallelogram. Suppose rectangle. Suppose rectangle is given. So what is rectangle? Rectangle is the parallelogram in which all angles are equal. So this is one parallelogram, but parallelogram with all angles are equal. So if you want to find the perimeter of this rectangle, you can also find. So rectangle, pair of opposite sides are equal. Done. So here perimeter of this rectangle, is nothing but the a plus b plus a plus b, same. So the perimeter of this rectangle is given as twice of a plus b, है ना, a plus a to a, b plus b to b, total sum of length of all the four sides. So it's a twice of a plus b plus c. Also you can find the perimeter of square. Suppose we are having square. Square is another parallelogram in which all four sides are equal and all four angles are equal. So it's a b c d. All four sides are equal. So measures are a. So what is the perimeter? Perimeter is nothing but the sum of length of all four sides. It's a plus a plus a plus a, and that is equal to 4a. So perimeter of square is nothing but the 4 into a. We can also find the perimeter of rhombus. Rhombus is a parallelogram in which all four sides are equal. All four sides are equal. So all four sides are equal. So it's a and a. So here you can find the perimeter of rhombus is nothing but the a plus a plus a plus a, which is equal to 4a. So perimeter of rhombus is nothing but the 4 into a. Clear, students? Now we have to talk about the perimeter of triangles. For example, one scalene triangle is there. Scalene triangle. What is scalene triangle? The triangle in which all three sides are different. So consider this is triangle ABC with all three sides are different, having different length A, B and C. So here you can find the perimeter of this triangle. Perimeter of this scalene triangle is nothing but the sum of length of all three sides AB plus BC plus AC. It's a AB plus BC plus AC, and that is equal to A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. This is the perimeter of scalene triangle. Now one more type of triangle, that is isosceles triangle. So what is isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle is a triangle in which two sides are equal. So this is one triangle ABC in which measure of two sides are equal. AB and AC both are equal, and their measures are A and B. Isosceles triangle is a triangle in which two sides are equal. So in this triangle, out of these three sides, two sides AB and AC both are equal, and their measures are equal to A, and the third different side is B. So here we can write the perimeter of this isosceles triangle. So what is the perimeter? So perimeter of this isosceles triangle is nothing but the sum of the length of all three sides. So it's a plus B. So A plus A to A plus B. So it's a 2A plus B. This is isosceles triangle. Clear, students? Scalene triangle. What is the definition of scalene triangle? The scalene triangle is a triangle in which all three sides are different. The measure of all three sides are different. So the three sides are A, B and C. So we have to find the perimeter of that scalene triangle. So perimeter of that scalene triangle is nothing but the sum of length of all three sides, which is A plus B plus C. This is perimeter of scalene triangle. Isosceles triangle. So you have to consider the sum of all three sides, but out of that three sides, length of two sides are equal. So it's A plus B. So perimeter of scalene triangle is 2A plus B. Done. And one more type of triangle, that is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. So what is equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle is the triangle in which measure of all three sides are equal. Measure of all three sides are equal. So all three sides are equal and their measures are equal to A. Here all three sides are different. Here all three sides are equal, and here only two sides are equal. So it's an isosceles triangle. All three sides are equal. So that triangle is known as equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means all three sides are equal. So AB, AC and BC, three sides are there, and measure of three sides are A. So perimeter. So perimeter of this equilateral triangle is sum of three sides A plus A plus A, A plus A plus A, which is equal to 3A. What is A? A is the measure of side. So we can write the formula of equilateral triangle, that means formula of perimeter of equilateral triangle, that is perimeter of equilateral triangle equal to 3A. Clear, students? So these are the triangles, and we have to learn the formula of circle. Circle, perimeter of circle. So perimeter of circle is it is also represented by the name circumference. We are using the word circumference for the perimeter of circle. So consider this is one circle with center O and the radius of the circle is R. So here the perimeter of this circle with radius R is given by 2 pi r, where R is the radius of circle. What is R? R is the radius of circle, and pi is one irrational number, which is given by 3.14 or 22 by 7. The value of pi is 3.14, or sometimes it is taken as 22 by 7. So perimeter is also known as circumference. So we are not using the word perimeter for the circle. We are using the word circumference. Circumference of circle. Circumference of circle is nothing but the perimeter of circle, which is given by 2 pi r. Clear, students? So these are the formulas of perimeter of closed figures. Pause the video and note it down. Okay, students, now we have to study area of closed figures. Our next topic is area of different types of closed figure. So first figure is area of parallelogram. You have to find the area of parallelogram. So what is parallelogram? Parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which both pair of opposite sides are parallel to each other. Both pairs of opposite sides are parallel to each other. So this is one parallelogram ABCD. ABCD is the parallelogram. So here the area of this parallelogram is given by base into corresponding height. Suppose we are considering this DC as a base, and you have to draw one perpendicular AM. This is the height of our parallelogram. So area of this parallelogram is nothing but the base into corresponding altitude, or we can say base into height of that parallelogram. So here base is DC and height is AM. So this will give us area of this parallelogram. Clear, students? Now the next closed figure is rectangle. Next closed figure is rectangle. We have to find the area of this rectangle. So what is rectangle? Rectangle is one type of parallelogram, but in which all angles are equal. All angles are equal. So this is one parallelogram with all angles are equal. So here you have to find the area of this rectangle. So this is parallelogram. So we can apply the same formula. So here base into height. This is perpendicular. So base is DC, height is AD. But for the case of rectangle, its dimension is known as, this is breadth and this is known as length. So area of this rectangle is nothing but the base into height. Base is DC and height of this parallelogram is AD, and that is nothing but the L into B. So area of rectangle is nothing but the L into B. Clear, students? Now next figure is square. Square is also one type of parallelogram in which all four sides are equal and all four angles are equal. Length of all the sides are equal. So here, suppose this is one square ABCD is there, and here you have to find the area of this square. So that area is nothing but the base into height. Base is DC, height is AD. So it's L into L. Base into height, both are equal. So area of this square is nothing but the L square, side square. Then we can apply the same formula of this parallelogram, but here the base is L as well as height is L. Length of base and height both are equal, so it's a L into L, it's a L square. Same formula of the area of parallelogram that we are applying our rectangle, in which base is B and height is L, so area is L into B, but formula is same. Now next type of quadrilateral is one rhombus. So what is rhombus? It's a parallelogram in which all four sides are equal but angles are different. So all four sides are equal, L, L and L. So here we are using one derived formula, that is one derived formula, and the derived formula of this area of rhombus is, it's a 1/2 into product of its diagonal D1 and D2. This is diagonal D1 and this is diagonal D2. So 1/2 into D1 into D2. This is one derived formula. That formula can be derived by using this formula. So that proof that we have to not study in our 7th standard. You have to direct remember this formula. Area of rhombus. This is one rhombus. इसका नाम लिखना रह गया है. So this is one rhombus. यहाँ लिख देते हैं rhombus. So this is our rhombus. So area of rhombus is given by 1/2 into product of its diagonals. Clear, students? Next type of quadrilateral is trapezium. So trapezium is a quadrilateral in which only one pair of opposite side is parallel. This is one quadrilateral in which only one pair of opposite side is parallel. Here AB and CD both are parallel. AD and BC are not parallel. So we can find the area of this trapezium. Suppose height of this trapezium is H and the sides are A1 and A2. So area of this trapezium is given by 1/2 into sum of parallel sides, sum of length of parallel sides into height H. This is also one derived formula by using the formula of the area of this parallelogram. So to find the area of trapezium, we are making the use of this formula. Now these are the formulas for quadrilateral. Now triangle. Suppose scalene triangle is there. So what is scalene triangle? All three sides are different. So this is one scalene triangle ABC. So here this is small c, this is small b and this is small a. So to find the area of this scalene triangle, we have to consider the height of this scalene triangle. Suppose this is H. Done? So here height is corresponding to the base BC. So area of this scalene triangle is given by 1/2 into base into height. Height is nothing but the corresponding altitude of this triangle. So area is 1/2 into base is A and height is H. Height of the triangle is H. This is the area of scalene triangle. Area of the scalene triangle. Done? So by using the formula, we can derive the formula of isosceles triangle as well as equilateral triangle. So now we are writing the formula of equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. So area of equilateral triangle. What is equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle is the triangle in which all three sides are equal. So this is A, this is A, this is A. So area of this equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 side square, which is A square. Done? This is area of equilateral triangle. And we can also write the area of scalene triangle. Scalene हो गया area of isosceles triangle. Area of isosceles triangle. So what is isosceles triangle? The triangle in which two sides are equal. So in triangle ABC, side AB and AC are equal. So that equal sides are A and the length of base is B. So we can write the area of this scalene isosceles triangle, that is area equal to B by 4 square root of 4A square minus B square. B by 4 square root of 4A square minus B square. This is the area of isosceles triangle. Now we will derive this both the formulas after writing this formula. We will derive this both formula, equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. How this formula derived from the area of this scalene triangle. And the last one is area of circle. Circle with radius R. Suppose this is one circle with center O and radius R. So here area of this circle is given by pi r square. Area of the circle is given by pi r square. Clear students? So these are the different formulas that we are using in our chapter perimeter and area. So pause the video and note it down. Okay students, now we will derive the formula of area of equilateral triangle. Area of equilateral triangle. So what is equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle is the triangle in which all three sides are equal. So let one equilateral triangle ABC in which all three sides are equal. So in triangle ABC, all three sides are equal. So ABC, AB equal to BC equal to AC. All three sides are equal and their measures are equal to A. This is the length of A and A. Done? So now we have to find the area of this triangle. For that we are making one construction. Let one perpendicular AM, let AM perpendicular to BC. So it will divide our BC into two equal parts. So BM will equal to MC. So this part will be of size A by 2 and this part will be of size A by 2. So both will be equal to A by 2 and length of this perpendicular is suppose H. Our AM perpendicular is H. Done? This is one equilateral triangle, all three sides are equal, A and A. Then we are drawing one perpendicular AM. So drawing perpendicular means drawing one line segment from the vertex of triangle, vertex of the triangle to the opposite side of that vertex. So it will connecting this midpoint of the opposite side. So it will be a altitude, we can say. So EM is the perpendicular and AM is the midpoint of this BC. So this BC side is divided into two equal parts, A by 2 and A by 2. So now we can consider this right angle triangle AMC. So now in triangle AMC, measure of angle M is 90 degree and we can apply our Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can say that this AC square the square of hypotenuse, the square of the longest side of this right angle triangle is equal to sum of square of the sides making right angle. So AM and MC are the two sides making the right angle. So you have to consider the sum of the square of these two sides, AM square plus CM square. Now what is AC square? AC is A, so it's a square. Now AM square, it's a perpendicular. AM is equal to H, so this is our H square plus MC, which is A by 2 whole square. You have to find the value of this H square. So simplify, A square equal to H square plus A square by 4. So here we are getting the value of H square. So our H square is equal to A square minus A square by 4. So our H square is 4A square minus A square, 4A square minus A square by 4. So H square equal to 3A square by 4. Now taking square root, so H will be root 3A by 2. Square root of 3 is root 3. Square root of A square is A and square root of 4 is 2. So H, that is the height of the triangle. Why we have find this height? Because you have to find the area of triangle. So area of triangle ABC is nothing but our formula. So 1 by 2 base into corresponding altitude, that is height. So 1 by 2 base of triangle is BC and height is AM. Put the values. 1 by 2 BC, base BC, which is equal to A, or base is A, and height AM, which is H, and our value of H is root 3A by 2. So this is equal to 2 into 2, 4. So it's a root 3A square by 4. So this is the area of equilateral triangle. Area of equilateral triangle. Area of equilateral triangle is equal to root 3 by 4 A square. Clear, students? So this is how you can find the area of equilateral triangle. Now we can also find the area of isosceles triangle by the same method. Area of isosceles triangle. So what you have to do? So isosceles triangle is a triangle in which two sides are equal. So this is our isosceles triangle ABC, in which two sides are equal and length of different side is supposed B. Here this is equilateral triangle, so all three sides are equal and their measures are equal to A, and this is isosceles triangle. So what is isosceles triangle? Two sides are equal and third side is different, so third side is suppose measure of angle B. Now you have to follow the same method. What you have to do? You have to draw one perpendicular. So draw one perpendicular AM. So that will divide our side BC into two equal parts. So it will be of B by 2, B by 2. Instead of A by 2, A by 2, we are getting two sides B by 2 and B by 2. This is one right angle triangle. Consider the right angle triangle AMC. Apply Pythagoras theorem. This is the length of height H. So what we are getting here? It's a square equal to H square plus, instead of A by 2, what we are getting? ना सब सेम रहेगा. So by applying Pythagoras theorem, let's solve entire equation. AB equal to AC, AB equal to AC equal to A, and BC equal to B. Done. Consider that figure. So in triangle ABC, AB equal to AC equal to A and BC equal to B. Draw AM perpendicular to BC and BM equal to CM equal to, it will be B by 2. Same procedure, AM equal to H. In triangle AMC, measure of angle M is 90 degree. Apply Pythagoras theorem. So it will be A square equal to H square plus B by 2 whole square. So we are getting a square equal to h square plus b square by 4. So this h square equal to, what we are getting, h square equal to a square minus b square by 4. Simplify this. So h square equal to 4a square minus b square by 4, and the square root h is, so numerator square root 4a square minus b square divided by 2. This is the value of h. Put this value of h over here. Area of triangle ABC is nothing but the 1 by 2 base into height. So here height AM is, value of height AM will be changed. Base BC, what is our base BC? Base BC is B, and height AM, which is equal to h, and that is equal to 4a square minus b square whole divided by 2. So we are getting the formula of isosceles triangle. So what is the area of isosceles triangle? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4 b square root of 4a square minus b square. Clear, students? So this is how you can derive the formula of area of isosceles triangle. We have studied one more triangle, that is right angle triangle and isosceles right angle triangle. Let's check the formula to find the area of right angle triangle as well as isosceles right angle triangle. So area of right angle triangle. Area of right angle triangle. So what is right angle triangle? Right angle triangle in which measure of one angle is 90 degree. So this is one right angle triangle. Right angle triangle ABC in which measure of angle B is 90 degree. This is hypotenuse H. This is height H, base B. This is the hypotenuse AC. Suppose it's a, इसको height A बोल दो, this is B, इसको H बोल दो, hypotenuse H. Done. So area of right angle triangle is given by 1 by 2 into base into height. Base into height. So here base is B and height is A, so it's a 1 by 2 AB. This is area of right angle triangle ABC. Done. Simple. Now next, area of isosceles right angle triangle. Area of isosceles right angle triangle. So what is isosceles right angle triangle? Measure of one angle is 90 degree and two sides are equal. So in right angle triangle, third side is the longest side. So you have to consider remaining two sides as equal sides. So this is 90 degree and these two sides are equal. And this is hypotenuse H. This is triangle ABC. So in isosceles triangle, the measure of two sides making right angle are equal. So instead of A and B, we are having two equal sides AA. So here we can write the area of isosceles right angle triangle is nothing but the 1 by 2 AB. Instead of AB, we are having A into A, so it's a square. That is A square by 2. This is the area of isosceles right angle triangle. Clear, students? So these are the different formulas that you have to learn to solve the questions of this entire chapter. Pause the video and note it down.